I know you've seen this before, but I have to say this is the last time you're going to see this setup. I had a wheel problem I had to repair. The threads were poor on these driver connections, so I had to replace both of the studs on both sides, put everything back together, reclock the wheels. I had a wire issue on my connectors. I had to untape those and retape them and put them back together. In the course of cutting a tie wrap, I cut a wire, so I had to replace that wire. You know how things go when you just, something's bothering you and you just have to fix it, and next thing you know, you stepped in mud, your shoe came off, and they're bringing in an elephant. I don't know, it just all goes bad. But at any rate, back together. It's 4:45. This was supposed to be a 2-hour job. Yes, I know, but the result is so dramatic. Beautiful chuffing, beautiful puffing, very smooth operation. Tender looks awesome, I think. It's not exactly at the right level because these are elevated and the track is not, but they're very compatible. I modeled this curve after the curve of the cab, so when they're at the same level, they look quite well. And I'm pretty sure when Rodney gets this painted up and ladders and lights and handrails and such as that, it's just going to knock you out. And there it is. Unbelievable. Beautiful. Just a beautiful puff of smoke there. Okay, and the sound's good. It's about 80%. It's not quite max. It's up there though. And we had the engine on the other day. I did some full pulls, you might say, down the back straight. And this little bugger will scoot. You do not want to go over 80% with anything in any turns. I mean, it's just deadly. So take it easy. I would say 15 volts. Your range of operation is going to be 12 to 15 volts. That's about it. It depends on the load, of course. The chuff is so solid and the puffing is so well done. The new chip that we put in that was replacing the oversized chip was the same exact configuration. It was as far as function, but it was about 3 times the size. Plus, it had a huge heatsink, and we went with a smaller, more compact MDJ, I think it's called 122, and it works perfectly. There's the idle smoke. I don't know if you can see that very well or not, but that's sitting at the station. You're not overheating the smoke, and you're actually keeping the smoke active. And so you shut that off, and then you go into a gear, right? Now you got puff and chuff, and your smoke is right there. It's waiting for you. Yeah. Oh, yes. Okay, well, this is it. I'm going to pack it up. I got to configure a packing method that I think would be the best for both the engine and the tender. And I'll going to make some notes, probably type them up. Since I can't ship it till Monday, I'm going to really make the notes a lot nicer than my handwritten gibberish, I guess. Plus, I know he won't have any issues if he can bolt it together, set the engine in. I have a video on that, but it does set in. It's a little awkward, of course, because we have so much going on in the back end, but it does fit, it does line up, and it will go. You just have to be cautious and patient, and it'll slide right in. But boy, the ball bearings, the digital fan, smoke, the puff and chuff and brake. The puff and brake actually is what I'm just thrilled over. I'm just thrilled over this because we've never had such a delineation of the puff smoke in the Flyer engines. Just never had it. And the sound system is quite good. I think the look and the character of the tender is going to be awesome. These wheels have been gone through. I just finished yesterday going through engine number 2's wheels, learning as I went, 1, 2, 3, right? And then I went back to 1. I go, oh my God. So I straightened his out. Now I straightened his out. So I'm hoping number 3 is closer to right. But anyway, I've learned so much all along in this thing, and I'm going to try to document every step of the way so that next time I could send a bag of parts and you guys can assemble your engines knowing these parts work, they function, they look and work well. And all you'd have to do is you could put a K5 on here. Honestly, you could put a Hudson on here. You know that? You could put a 283 or a 290 Pacific on here. Okay? So there's 4 more engine styles beyond the 350. And this tender and everything underneath it would bolt on. Bolt on. Exactly. I may try, if I'm down to 1, I'm going to switch the bodies and see if you can guess which body is on it. Okay. This is the I don't want to say phase 1, prototype 1. I don't know. This is the first time we've got like 100% of our next generation S gear on an engine. There's just a few things, LEDs, things like that. That's all that's left. But I include those so you can put them in, right? I want to tidy up this. I want to tighten this up. It should be a lot closer. I would like to get it like half as close, you know, like that far instead of that far. And I think I can. I've asked Dan to help me search for better connectors that are a little more easier and smaller and fit nicer. It's not a problem in here, and it's not a problem in here. It's a problem right here with all this wiring and looping and the connectors and whatnot. Makes it a mess. Okay, I gotta go. Running out. It's looking good, Roddy Buck. And boy, I think you're gonna have a ball with this dude. I think it's just you're gonna have everybody coming over to watch it. Okay. And you just sit at the station and cool it. Go get a chili and watch it. Have some announcements, you know, put in a soundboard. I know, all aboard. Get your tickets out. Move along. I think it'll be fun. All right. Running out. Later.